Alrighty, so let's make a 3D model, turn it into a composite mold, and it's going to be our canopy for the Dragon 2. So let's get started. So using Fusion 360, I imported the graphic of the canopy. This will give me my outlines to get the shape of it. Once I have the graphic, I can now make the rails and the front and back of the canopy to get the shape to fit the fuselage. And this is what's shown with the blue. And once I do that, in this case I surface modeled it. It's pretty much the first time I use surface modeling. I don't use it that often. But anyhow, I created the shape. It gave me the 3D canopy. 3D model, and then I cut the profile of the wing out. Then I split the canopy so that I could print it in two parts, making it easier for me. Okay, folks, today we're gonna start on making our custom canopy. I want to add a scale canopy to this thing. The other one just went across like that, but before we can fit the wings to get the airfoil and everything, the fitment correct, we have to drill the front holes and the hold down holes. So as usual, I made a jig. This was pre-molded, I should say pre-formed with a heat gun, and I just simply pressed it in and got the form. After doing one which fitted real well. So I'll just take this sucker to here, and that should do us. So I'm going to do the hold down pins, the front ones right now. I'm just using a 1/4 inch bit, and I'm going to have to file it out a bit, no doubt. So here we go. Whoa, that went through easy. And now the hold down. So this is a wing off the one of the very original prototypes. It's too tight at the front right now, so let's open her up a little bit. And I'm just going to come up a little bit. If you're interested in any of these remote switches for power saws or whatever, or lights, this is what I've bought from, where the hell was it? Amazon. And a link is in the description, along with a bunch of other tools that I use. And let's see, okay. Oh, you know what? I think what I need to do is file this one down a bit. See if that helps a bit. Now, I don't mind filing down because it doesn't make a difference to the holding down once it's in the saddle, but filing up, you can have a problem. Yeah, funny enough, this wing doesn't fit as good on the right as it is on the left. Fitting perfect on the left. But each one is pretty much set for each plane. Just, you know. So anyhow, we'll just move along and see what we're doing here. All right, so it looks to be, it might fit good at the front, but we've got to a block here that I put on. So we need to get that off first. All right, so when we were first roughing the canopy out, we didn't have the wing fitted, the fuselage was obviously not made, and so forth. So what I've done is, because we've got the wing hold down pad in place here, the support, I've had to chop or recess the back end of this so that it fits over, so we can at least get reasonably close to where we need to be. Okay, so I've been fiddling with this thing, obviously off camera. So, you know, this wing is definitely thicker than our production wing. So I've sanded this down, blended it somewhat. If I push down on it so that the wing fits in the saddle correctly, I've got maybe 0.5 millimeter of a lip here. So I'm going to call that good. The front, well, that's going to take quite a bit of chopping down because I got about 1/8 of an inch from here to here too high. And I believe that is fitting good in the saddle. All right, so off camera, I have aggressively chopped this down, put it on a real steep angle. So this is good enough for me to now blend in to here to get a reasonably nice joint. Same on the back. Unfortunately, I don't think you can see it on camera there. But I'm just a midge's dick high here. And I'm going to leave it like that because I know that it will fit better once this is hollow, i.e., you know, I've made the mold, I've laid it up, it comes out, this will be hollow, so it's going to fit over the wing much better, because this wing has some pretty heavy fiberglass reinforcement on the wing joint. Yes, we do have spars, but I did put quite a bit. This was a prototype, so it was beefed up more than it should have been. So I'm going to risk that. And worst case, I can, because this will be hollow when it comes out the mold, I can always just, you know, take a little bit off and refit it. So this one is off my A6 Intruder. This was made pretty much exactly the same way. If you look in my, what do you call it, you know, where all my videos are, you will find videos on laying this up, making it and installing it, all that good stuff. This is a scale one, even though this one's in a bit rough shape. This is, I think, an ex-crash victim, I'm not sure. But this was made the same way. So once I make this up, I'm going to be adding, you know, all the combing, the framing and all that around here, so it looks scale. So when it's laid up, you'll have two options. You can either use this plug as a vacuum forming plug because it's strong enough, or you can just use it to lay it up, which is my intention with this plane, and then just, you know, mask and paint the windows in, you know, with blue or something like that. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's get cracking. So at this point, it's basically, without being attached to the aircraft itself, to the fuselage, I should say, what I'm going to do is just add a thin layer. I'm going to rough sand it with some 80 grit, add a thin layer of surface filler, 2K, 2-part, and then we'll lightly sand it, and then we'll start blending it to the fuselage from the wing itself. So I'll do that off camera and then we'll get back.